Man, they've got this one loaded all out of whack. They're going to have to push this back in and get it reset. Welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. And today we are visiting 79th Street. And before we get this episode started, some of you may know this already, but we actually do an annual Bahamas trip by boat every year. Last year, we actually had almost 40 boats join us on that trip. And we should be announcing next year's date soon, but we do have the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show right around the corner, and we will be hosting a seminar in collaboration with the Bahamas Tourism Ministry on how to take your boat to the Bahamas at that show. It'll be Saturday, October 29th in the seminar room at the Convention Center at 4 p.m. Please feel free to drop by, check it out, and hopefully we can announce some dates there. So our crew looks like they have it redropped, and they're trying to get it recentered on the trailer, and let's see how the second pullout looks. And not a whole lot better than the first. But he's going to continue to pull out, and it looks like they're just going to leave it like this. Cat believes the helm. I don't typically recommend this strategy. Oh, and Wifey in the front. I'm not sure if that's Wifey or what, but she's got some choice words for Cap. She is not happy with some decision that's going on here. I mean, she is still talking to him. I'm not sure. I don't know if this was Wifey, if Wifey's next to him, but she's throwing her hands in the air. She is not thrilled with some decision going on here. So with Cap off the boat, the stern is starting to kick out now, and it doesn't look like they even have a stern line attached. They've just got it at the mid-cleat. And we've got one of our other young ladies about to step off the bow, it looks like, which is going to kick the stern out even further. I got a feeling Pink Top's not going to be happy about that either. Definitely trying to give instructions. I'm still curious because I kind of get the feeling this is the two people on the dock. It's their boat, but she's the one who's unhappy about something. I'm just not sure. I mean, she is still laying into him. And I mean, they pretty much have it on the dock, but she's still just giving him, oh man, Cat like kind of pushes his hand like, stop. And I think he just said stop, actually, even. I'm not sure what the big deal was, though. I mean, you know, he stepped over her to get onto the dock. Maybe she felt like she wanted to do it. I have no clue. I mean, the boat's on, so they're good to go. Are they going to get caught? Yes, they are. So 79th is one of those, I don't want to say strange, but this happens all the time. So we've got one of the police officers here at the ramp walking up to these guys. These guys pulled in, and this young lady's just about to jump on the boat, but they did not launch a retrieve here, and for whatever reason, they just don't allow this here. So you can't just pull into 79th and pick somebody up on the dock if you did not launch a retrieve here. So they won't let their park over here, and that's what the officer's trying to tell them right now, and I got a feeling they're not going to be happy with it. Like everybody else when this happens isn't happy with it. Now, I'm not sure why they do this, but maybe it's just to try and control it because it's a busy ramp, or maybe they just, I mean, they do run out of parking here all the time. So maybe it's an effort to try and do that, and I believe what she's telling them is, like, there's a marina right across the street on the other side. And she's probably saying, hey, you want to pick this girl up? You need to go over to that marina, and she needs to park over there. But this one's always tough as well because the reality is, I mean, they're here, they're on the dock, and they're just like, come on, let her jump on. I mean, let me know in the comments below, do any of your boat ramps do this? See, I know here locally where my boat ramps that we use, nobody would ever say a word. As long as there was parking, we would just park, pull up, and jump off. But once again, a lot of ramps are not as busy as this place. 79th is absolute insanity on how busy it gets. Anytime you come on a weekend, if you're afternoon or something like that, I mean, you're not getting in here probably until 4 or 5 o'clock that evening. So our young lady's not thrilled either. The guys in the boat aren't going to be happy. But our officer's not going to let it happen. So after several more minutes of debate, our crew has finally given up the battle. And they're starting to pull back. And I'm assuming they're just going to have to go pick her up at the marina. They didn't untie the line in the bow, though. The bow's still tied to the dock. And they realize it. But once again, that was a frustration thing. They were just trying to pull out after spending several minutes with the officer, just trying to pick up their friend. And there was more than one, actually. So after the young lady walked up, another guy walked up and tried to get on the boat as well and was turned away also. So here we go. They're pulling out. We can tell the frustration set in. These guys do not look happy. And he kind of shrugs his shoulders like, oh, there we go. Giving their actual impressions about what just happened there. And it's one of those ones that's a little strange to me as well. I mean, if you're just pulling in to pick somebody up, it probably should be fine. But I mean, I understand if they're trying to limit the parking. But here you can see our girl's just sitting here waiting now, as they definitely did not let her get on. And she's just going to have to wait for her ride. I guess, like I said, they'll probably go over to the marina on the other side, which makes sense. There's more parking over there, and should be able just to pull up to a dock and grab her. And you can definitely tell this crew's had a good time out on the bay today, as they've been interacting with the camera a little bit, having a little fun, and doing that Miami stuff, trying to show off for the camera like everybody does. Oh, only in Miami, right? But let's see how our fun crew gets this one on the dock. And it looks like they should be good to go and ready to get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.